Today, I'm going to be playing out the 2024 season for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but after every touchdown that Russell Wilson scores, we get to add a 99 overall player to this team. And the Steelers are already in a pretty good situation right now, but as long as Russell Wilson goes off, this team is just going to keep getting better and better. I mean, obviously, this offense is looking very solid, but with that being said, Russell Wilson does need some more weapons. But on the defensive side of things, I mean, this is easily a top 5 defense in the league. And I mean, the way the Steelers defense has been playing so far this season, I don't think they're going to be allowing a lot of touchdowns. So as long as our offense can play well, we should be good. But to start off the season in week 1, it looks like we're going to be taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And I mean, so far to start things off, it's going exactly how it was going in week 1. I mean, it's been all defense so far. This is like our second drive of the game, and our O-line really isn't holding up for us right now. I mean, we all know the Steelers have a top tier defense right now, but so do the Falcons, man. I mean, they did a great job at upgrading in the offseason. That's probably not going to work. Okay, never mind. We actually caught that. I mean, so far, Austin's been dropping like everything I've thrown in his direction, so I'm kind of surprised that worked out for us. And he's going to be wide open here. That honestly could go for our first touchdown of the game, and it looks like it is going to work out for us. I mean, the guy I was literally just talking trash about is going to be the one to get the TD for us. And since Russell Wilson threw that, that means we do get to add at least one player after this game.
A few moments later.
We're coming back out here in the third quarter, though, and it looks like we do still have a 7-point lead over the Falcons right now. Not much has been happening this game. That's awful. That is awful. I knew Jesse Bates was going to be a problem at some point, but that was totally rushed off. And it's going to turn into a pick 6. Okay, we got to redeem ourselves. I mean, I don't want to blame everything on my O-line because that was a really bad read, but I am not getting a whole lot of time to get rid of the ball here. So I have had to rush off quite a few passes. So I might need to add some upgrades to them. I mean, there's no question about it. The O-line definitely needs some work, but I'm going to try and go back for Austin here. This guy did already score a touchdown for us today, but he's kind of locked up, man. So I'm just gonna keep it on the ground with Wilson. That is gonna work a lot better than I thought it was going to. I mean, at the very least, we are in position to kick a field goal now, but that's not what we're going for, man. I mean, we need the touchdown. That would definitely help us out a whole lot more. That's another first down on the run from Wilson. The legs are actually working a lot better than I was expecting them to today, but I'm gonna try and go back for Austin. He did get the first touchdown for us, so I'm gonna see if he can do it again. That pass was kind of trash, but I mean, I guess it's still gonna work out for us. So 8 yards to go, and we are in for the touchdown. I might try and go for Pickens here. This defense is doing a really good job at locking people down, but we are gonna have Roman Wilson open for the touchdown. So that's 2 TDs on the game for Wilson, and after that, Atlanta was not able to score again on this top tier defense. So that touchdown is gonna win it for us in week 1, but Wilson finished that game with 2 touchdowns, so we did get to add 2 players to this team. And as I said, the O-line was not very good, so we picked up Trent Williams to help them out, and we also picked up Justin Jefferson. And I mean, those upgrades should make a big difference to this team. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 3 for our home opener. Somehow we lost to the Broncos in week 2. I am hoping that that is just a fluke, because that is kind of alarming. But in week 3, we are going to be taking on the LA Chargers, and it looks like Herbert and the Chargers did put 7 points on the board to start things off, so I'm hoping we can tie things up. I mean, the O-line should be a lot better, at least on the left side, now that we have Trent Williams, and we all know how Justin Jefferson is, so hopefully he can do his thing here. I'm gonna see if we can get him open right there. That's gonna be a first down and a whole lot more for Justin Jefferson. I can already tell you right now that this guy is gonna be very fun to work with. I'm gonna try and keep it on the ground with Harris here, though, and it looks like he's also gonna pick up the first. So this has definitely not been a bad start for the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. I mean, we can probably go for either Pickens or Jefferson here. One of them has to be open. I don't want to risk that, though. I'm just going to keep it on the ground with Wilson. I mean, I don't want to play it too safe and miss out on a bunch of opportunities, but I also don't want to throw any more interceptions because we did already throw a pick in week 1. So I'm hoping that's the last one that we throw today. That is a dot. And it looks like Jefferson is going to hold on to it for the touchdown. touchdown. So that is going to tie things up at 7. We're coming back out here in the 4th quarter, though, and things are not going our way right now. I mean, this team is kind of underperforming, if you ask me. I feel like this is a game that we definitely should be winning. I mean, to be fair, it's technically not over yet, but we only have a minute and 40 seconds on the clock, so things are not looking good for this team right now, but I'm hoping we can at least score one more touchdown, because, I mean, if we're losing to the Chargers this week, we definitely need to add some more upgrades to this team if we want to make it to the Super Bowl this season. That should be... Oh, we're just short, man. It's all good, though, man. I mean, I feel like 1 yard really shouldn't be an issue. I'm just going to try and go for Fryermuth and see if he can pick this up for us. Actually, that's going to work out. We're going to have Patterson wide open, so that is going to be another touchdown for the Steelers. But unfortunately, after that, I mean, there was like no time on the clock, so we were not able to pull off an impressive comeback. So that's going to be back-to-back L's for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We do still have a positive to take out of that loss, though, because Wilson did score 2 touchdowns in that game, and the defense was honestly kind of disappointing last week. So I decided to upgrade them by picking up Chris Jones and Max Crosby. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 5 to give this team a bit of a test, because those upgrades should definitely boost us to the next level. And it looks like we did barely take down the Colts, so we are 2-2 right now. And obviously, we have to play the Dallas Cowboys. And Dallas did score first, so we are down 7-0. But I'm hoping that's not something that goes on all games. I mean, I feel like at this point, our defense should be pretty unstoppable. I don't think we're going to need to add any more upgrades to them. That is going to be a crazy touchdown from Justin Jefferson. That is going to tie things up real quickly. I did not think he was going to stay up through all of that, but it is Justin Jefferson. I mean, this is by far the best player on this offense. And after that, the defense did clutch up and get a stop for us. So I'm going to try and go for Justin Jefferson again here. As I was saying before, though, I feel like our biggest concern at this point is still the O-line. I mean, they definitely need some more upgrades. I mean, Trent Williams has been a massive improvement. There's no denying that, but we do still need somebody for right tackle or right guard, because, I mean, that position is torched right now. Oh, dude, that should be another first right there. Okay, we're gonna have Pickens wide open. The hurdle is not working, though. I mean, if that did actually work out in our favor, that would have been ridiculous, because that would have been over Micah Parsons. But I'm gonna try and go back for Justin Jefferson here. Oh, man, they're doing a really good job at locking that guy down. So we're just going to try and get some yardage with Wilson. This Cowboys defense is not playing around right now, though, man. I mean, that's going to bring up another 3rd down, but this time we only need 3 yards, and it looks like nobody is on George Pickens, so that's going to be a first. I'm going to just run a double slant and see if we can get somebody open off of this route. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll probably just hand it to Fryermuth, but oh, hold on, there's Micah Parsons. We are going backwards. That is a massive loss that I feel like we really couldn't afford to take, man. So that's gonna back us up all the way to the 21-yard line, but it looks like George Pickens is gonna clutch up for us. So that is gonna be another huge touchdown from the Steelers, and that one does give us the lead. We're coming back out here in the 4th quarter, though, and we are down again, man, but this is a very important drive for the Steelers, obviously, because if we can score a touchdown here, that will give us the lead. I mean, a field goal still ties it, but I mean, there's not a whole lot of time on the clock, man. So I feel like a field goal really isn't going to help us out. The defense has allowed a lot more points, though, than I was expecting them to after adding Chris Jones and Max Crosby. I'm going to try and go for a shot with Jefferson here, though. George Pickens also has potential to get open here. I mean, it all depends on how the defense plays this. We are getting sacked again, though. That's what I'm talking about, bro. I mean, the right side of this O-line is so weak. We definitely need to add somebody to that, but I'm gonna try and go for Pickens here. He actually might clutch up again, man. That's gonna be another first down to save the drive and probably the game. We did get stopped again after that, so if this doesn't work out, we have a very big decision to make, man, because a field goal does tie things up. Jefferson's gonna be open, though, so we are 1 yard away for another touchdown. I'm gonna just go back to this route right here, man, because last time I ran this, I'm pretty sure it did work out for a touchdown with Fryermuth. Actually, never mind. We went for Patterson last time, and it's going to be the same story here. That's another TD from him. And that touchdown is going to put us in the lead, but there is still a lot of time on the clock, so we got to be careful. And apparently, it was too much time on the clock, man. I mean, this defense should be unstoppable right now. I don't know how we're getting clapped by every team we play. But on the bright side, we did score 3 touchdowns in that game, so we got to add 3 new additions to this team. And to help out the O-line, I went ahead and picked up Zach Martin. This defense is looking absolutely insane right now, so if they keep struggling after this, I honestly don't know what to tell you. But now we have Jesse Bates and Sauce Gardner on this team. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 13, and this team has looked a lot better, but we have one hell of a test on our hands. I mean, as you can see, we are 8-3, so we have been on a tear, but we play the Bengals, who are 10-1. I mean, I really wasn't expecting the Bengals to be this overpowered, but it is what it is, man. This is going to be a very tough game to win for us, but this is by far our biggest test of the season, so it's good for this team, because I feel like we got to see what we're made of, bro. I mean, we got to see if this team's actually going to perform well in the playoffs, and this is the biggest test that you could possibly ask for. I'm going to see. Man, we couldn't get the ball off, and that's a fumble. That is an awful start. It looks like we held him to 3 points, though, so our defense does seem to be playing a lot better. I'm just hoping they can keep that up throughout the whole game. That's a touchdown right there. Off of a 3rd down conversion, too. Nobody was on Justin Jefferson. I mean, that honestly might be the easiest touchdown that we scored today, but I'll take it. That's going to put the Steelers up ahead. We're coming back out here in the 3rd quarter, though, and we are down once again, bro, but we have a chance to put some points on the board, so we got to make sure it's a touchdown, because that would give us the lead. We got to get the job done this time, though, man. I mean, I am not trying to take another L here. That would be devastating for this team. That could be a touchdown right there. Actually, hold on. We're going to have Pickens wide open, but we are short. It does not matter, though, because we are set up after that. I'm going to try and go back for him again here, too, man, because if he can get some separation this time, actually, that's going to work out for a touchdown from Freiermuth. Or that was Washington, not Freiermuth, but either way, doesn't matter. That is going to put the Steelers back in the lead. I'm just hoping we can hold on to that lead. And it looks like the defense clutched up heavy after that, man. I mean, we have a chance to put things away right here. It is 3rd and 5, so I mean, we probably should get the 1st down. That is not gonna work. This might be a very dumb decision, but we're gonna go for it here, man. I mean, a field goal would put us up by 4 points, I guess, but I'm trying to go for the touchdown to put this thing away, and Jefferson's gonna get there for the 1st. I'm gonna try and go back for him again, man. I mean, if this works out, we have a decision to make, because I don't know if we should just take this and go up by 8 points, or if we should go for the 2-point conversion and make it a 2-score game. I'm gonna do that, bro. This might come back to haunt me, but I feel like this route has worked every time I've ran it today, and even if we don't score the touchdown here, we're still gonna be up by a hold on, that's game right there. Come on, get that. He held on. Okay, that should do it, because that puts us up by 2 scores, and the Bengals didn't even score a touchdown after that. So either way, we are gonna take this one 22-13, and that is a very big win for this team. But obviously, that was another 3 touchdown performance from our boy Russell Wilson, so this team is absolutely loaded at this point. I mean, to help out the offense, we picked up Christian McCaffrey and Creed Humphrey, and on the defensive side of things, we had to go ahead and take Roquan Smith. So I mean, looking at it right now, you could probably argue that this is the best defense in NFL history. And on the other side of things, this offense is also absolutely loaded right now. I mean, our work here is definitely over, so I guess it's time to see what this team can do to finish off the season. And it looks like the Steelers finished off the season strong, overtaking the Bengals with a 14-3 record to win the division and get the #1 seed in the playoffs. And it looks like we're going to be starting things off against Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets. But before we hop into that game, I mean, we got to see what our boy Russell Wilson was able to do this season. And he definitely bounced back with an MVP caliber year. I mean, he had 4,300 yards for a career high 42 touchdowns and 13 interceptions. It looks like we absolutely annihilated the Jets. So now we play the Baltimore Ravens for a trip to the Super Bowl. No surprise though, Lamar has been putting up one hell of a fight, but we are in position to take the lead here. So hopefully we can get in the end zone. That block was crazy. I really like this route that I've I've been running with Justin Jefferson. So I'm going to try this out again and see if it can work against Baltimore. I mean, this has been pretty unstoppable today. Ravens did bring up a third down after that, though. So things are getting interesting here, but I'm hoping that Christian McCaffrey can punch this in, and it looks like the O-line is going to give us some space. So that is going to put the Steelers back out in front. And this was a very close game, but it looks like the Steelers were able to get the job done. So that's going to send this team to the Super Bowl. But to end off the season, it looks like MVP is going to be going to Patrick Mahomes. I was really hoping Wilson would get it, but he came like 9th place in the votings. And it looks like the last team standing in our way is the Philadelphia Eagles, who are 13-4. And as expected, it looks like it has so far been a very defensive game, but we got to make sure we go into the half with the lead. So I'm going to put the defense to the test here and see if we can stop Jalen Hurts. I mean, there isn't a whole lot of time on the clock. They are getting really close to being in field goal position, though. So, I mean, we got to kind of focus up here. That's going to be an interception, and it looks like we might bring this one all the way back. We are not going to be getting caught. So that's going to put the Steelers on the board with a Sauce Gardner interception. So we're up 14-3 now. And now it looks like our offense has gotten into scoring position. So we have a chance to go up. Oh, hold on. That's almost a first down. Never mind. McCaffrey's going to push through. But anyways, we have a chance to go back up by 2 scores here. I'm going to see if we can just keep handing it off to McCaffrey, because our run game looks pretty unstoppable right now. That's almost a touchdown. It's good to see that he's playing well on this team. I mean, I kind of expected him to. It is Christian McCaffrey, but I'm going to try and finish things off with Jefferson. This route has been basically unstoppable today, and it looks like it's gonna work out for us again. So that's gonna put the Pittsburgh Steelers back up by 2 scores, and after that, it looks like this team was able to hold on for the dub. So this team is gonna get the job done and win a Super Bowl. I mean, this team was absolutely loaded, so I feel like it was just a matter of time until this happened. The Eagles did put up a pretty solid fight, though, considering this is probably the best defense in NFL history. But as you can see, to end things off, Russell Wilson and the Pittsburgh Steelers are gonna be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy. But that's gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'll really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And make sure you follow my socials. I got them all linked in the description down below. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.